Hey guys, welcome back to Canadian DIY. So today we're going to be doing a tool review. So right now, at least in my part of the world, outdoors, it's finally nice outside and there's going to be a lot of yard work going on. So that was why I bought this guy. Had a lot of low-hanging branches and stuff like that over the driveway in the yard. When you had to mow, you had to crouch and walk under them and stuff like that. It was pretty annoying. So I had just been getting out the ladder and a saw and stuff like that and cutting them down, but when you're doing it by yourself, it can be a little dicey, especially on a ladder in a yard that's kind of uneven. So I went out and I bought this guy here. Now this is the 18-volt Ryobi battery-powered pole saw. Now this is everything that comes in the box. One thing to note, it is tool only, so there is no battery, no charger, or anything like that. But it comes with a little bottle of bar and chain oil, a strap. I haven't actually used the strap yet, but if it gets a little heavy for you, it would come in quite handy. When you do have the second extension on there, it does actually get pretty heavy towards the head. So that guy's the head there, and then this is the base. Now, construction-wise, it's actually pretty good. The poles are all pretty sure it's fiberglass. It's definitely a mesh in there. So the poles are actually pretty solid. The only part that I will say it's kind of a little flimsy is towards the center, every attachment point, where you actually plug them into, and then these little guys come up and they slide and you turn them and lock them into place. That's the only place that kind of wants to bend and flex a little bit, but otherwise the handle itself is actually nice and sturdy. It's comfortable to hold on to. Your battery pack goes in there. There's a dual trigger to pull to make it turn on, and then you have your head unit right here. So you pull off your scabbard. There's an 8-inch chain on there. I obviously have to tighten my chain a little bit right now. I have used this guy quite a bit. It's actually really good. There's an adjustment screw right here. You can take and pull the side panel off, and then inside of here you can either tighten or loosen the chain or replace it. The chain it comes with, it's really sharp. It actually worked really good. I had no complaints going through anything. I even cut some stuff quite a bit larger than it actually said. It came at it from 2 different directions and it went through it pretty easily. The only things it really didn't like were things it wasn't meant to do anyway. I was cutting at some pretty funky angles and the chain jumped off a couple times, but that's not this thing's fault because it's not what it was designed for. In normal operation, cutting things that obviously are up high, straight cuts, this thing worked awesome. I had no complaints. And the head actually has some nice heft to it. You can pretty much just lean it up there. You lean this little piece here up against the tree itself and you lean it up there and you basically just pull the trigger and let the weight of it fall through the branch. It's actually pretty simple to use. There's a sight window here on the side, and that's what you're going to add your bar and chain oil with. You can kind of see it's a little foggy. It's hard to tell. You really got to get the light on it, but otherwise you can just pull off the screw top here and take a peek. Then just add more chain oil. This bottle might last you about 45 minutes or so. It's self-lubricating. It says to add more oil to it every 20 minutes of use. So you probably get 45 minutes to an hour out of this bottle. So I would suggest obviously going out and buying a big bottle, but this will get you going. Chain oil, like I said, is really easy to add. Just unscrew this guy here, and then chain oil goes in the top. Right now it's still topped up and it's full. But yeah, the whole thing goes together very simply. It's 7 pounds, I think it says in the box, for total weight of this guy. So like I said, the head actually has some pretty good heft, but nothing outlandish. The whole thing with the main extension and the body is 6.5 feet. Now when you add this section here, it's 9.5 feet. So when you're actually using this guy, if you've got all the extensions in place and say you're around 6 feet tall, you can reach some pretty high branches with this guy. So I mean, if you've got anything higher that you need to reach, I mean, you're pretty much out of the scope of a pole saw anyway. This guy, for anything you would need to cut low-hanging branches with, is plenty. If you got low-hanging branches coming from higher, I don't know what you're doing, but yeah, the saw itself, really good, really powerful. I mean, you got to be realistic for what it is, though. It's an 18-volt saw. It's not going to replace a gas-powered one. It is not going to replace a big 60-volt or something like that. But for home use, around the house, if you've already invested in Ryobi 18-volt tools and you have the power tool batteries already, I would definitely say get it. If you're a business owner, you're looking for something bigger, more powerful, get something bigger and more powerful. But for the average homeowner, I am very impressed with this guy. So yeah, like I said, if you're realistic with yourself, you're a homeowner, you just need it, you're thinking about investing in the tools, or you already have, the saw is a great option. This thing should last you years and years and years. I've used this guy quite a bit this year already, myself, my brother, my dad, things. So it's got quite a bit of use out of it, and I'm quite impressed with it. So thanks a lot for watching, you guys. If you guys like this review, I got more on my channel. I'll have more coming, more projects, things like that. If you do like the reviews, let me know down below, do all the things. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.